got this Precor elliptical machine. It's an EFX 546, and the battery suddenly died on it. Found one to replace it, and it's actually a battery for a little car, electric car for kids called a Peg Perego Polaris, and it's exactly the same size and voltage and number of amp hours that this takes for this elliptical machine. So I'm going to replace it and show you how to do that. The battery is down in under here, and it comes apart pretty easily, and it's really not that big of a deal to replace it. But I'll show you what happens when you ride this thing with a dead battery. It just gives you this warning that there's a low battery. So, and the display kind of flashes kind of weird when it's the battery's dead. So anyway, we'll replace that and we'll see how it goes. One more thing I wanted to mention about this is these machines are heavy. They weigh about 230 pounds. So if you've got to move them around, get some of these. These are little furniture moving pads here, and these things are incredible. You can just, using the arm of the elliptical, push it up on one side and slide this up underneath it. Do that on both sides, and then another one up front, or one under each leg there in the front, and it slides around. You can just push it like that, and you could never do that without those things in there. These things are amazing. They're called super sliders, and you can get them on Amazon for I can't remember how much. It's somewhere between $10 and $20 for 8 of them. So it's a big help if you need to move anything heavy, furniture or a machine like this. Now, if you read the manual of this thing, you'll notice that it says there's no user serviceable parts inside, and if you need to change the battery, that you should call an authorized dealer. Well, you don't need to do that. But, you know, anytime you're dealing with electricity and that sort of thing, you've got to be safe and be careful, and make sure you unplug it. If it's got a cord, you know, to charge the battery, make sure that's unplugged. And before you go into this, and then when you're in there, make sure you don't short the battery out or touch the circuit board, because you can damage it. Just static electricity can ruin a circuit board, so you want to be careful of that. But other than that, you can do it. So to open this up, you've just got to remove 11 screws, and there's 4 of them here and 2 here. And then you've got 2 here, and then these 3 here. And most of these are have the star drivers, and like this right here. And this is, I don't know exactly what size it is. I've got this is a T25, and it will work, but it's loose. But it does work, so I'm going to use that. I don't have the next size up. The T30 is too big, so. But then there's a couple of screws that are just regular Allen, or 4mm Allen driver. Okay, now you've got to remove this circuit board. The battery's right underneath it, and there are 4 screws, Phillips head screws, holding that in. There, and there. You can disconnect these connectors here. This one here, you just pinch that right there and pull it straight up. Same thing on the next one, only the pinch point is on the opposite side. And then on the other side, you've got these wires here that come under here, and you just need to remove them from these little clamps here. Just pull that down and they come right out. And then at this point you can just lift the whole thing out, and I just turn it over backwards like this and rest it down on that. Try not to touch any circuits there. Then you can just remove this plate. Disconnect these two connectors on the battery. This is a battery right here. And then the battery just lifts right out. Now this battery, in case you want the dimensions, it's about 6 inches, just a hair less than 6 inches long. It's about 3.8 inches tall this way, and about 3.8 or so inches wide this way. And it's a 12 volt, 12 amp hour battery, sealed lead acid battery. So get one like that. And like I say, those Peg Perego toys, little electric cars, I'll put a link in the description where I got this. This is the one that was in it originally. So to put this back in, you just get your new battery, drop it in here, and it slides in. There's a couple of little tabs in there that it slides in place, so it's just flush like that. And you can take your circuit board, lift it back up, and you want to plug in these wires again. This is the red positive on that side, so you just slide that into that. These are 1/4 inch blade connectors. Slide that in, the positive, and the black one into the negative. And put the plate back on, same way it came off, right there. And you put the circuit board back down. Okay, now I'm going to plug these connectors back in here. 1, 2 there. Put this one on first because these side ones have to go over the top of this. Now we'll get this back side started here. Now we'll bring the sides in. Okay, we're going to try it out now and see if it works. Yeah, that looks much better. We got no battery warning. And let's see if this ramp goes up. Yep, there it goes. All right. Okay, looks like it's working now, so thanks a lot for watching.